What happens when a global music icon loses his only son in the most unexpected way imaginable? This isn't just a headline. It's a story about love, loss, and a tragedy that has shaken one of hip-hop's most recognizable families. Less than a month after 27-year-old Nathan Smith, known in music circles as DJ Young Slade, was reported missing under unusual circumstances in Milton, Georgia, the official cause of death has now been confirmed. According to the Fulton County Medical Examiner, his cause of death was ruled as drowning in the setting of psilocybin use. The manner of death, accident. Authorities found no indication of foul play, but that doesn't make the loss any less devastating. Nathan's body was recovered from a retention pond near Mayfield Park, just days after he was reported missing. A blood sample later tested positive for psilocybin, a hallucinogenic compound commonly found in psychedelic mushrooms. Police had initially stated he may have been disoriented and in need of assistance. Now, the final report has brought answers, but for a family grieving a son, answers don't always bring peace. The real conflict here isn't just about what happened. It's about how something that may have seemed temporary became permanent. It's about how a young, talented creative, a graduate of NYU, a music producer, an engineer, an artist, can vanish in a moment that changes everything. And it's about a father the world knows as Lil Jon, the high-energy voice behind global anthems, facing the kind of silence no parent is ever prepared for. To the world, he is Lil Jon, the voice behind Yeah, the king of crunk, the man whose energy defined a generation of club music, but behind the stage lights, his real name is Jonathan Smith. And before he's an icon, he's a father. When Nathan was first reported missing on February 3rd, authorities said he had run out of his house early in the morning without a phone. Family and friends were deeply concerned for his safety. Search teams expanded efforts to include a nearby pond. 3 days later, divers recovered a body. For any parent, those hours must have felt endless. When confirmation came, Lil Jon released a statement that revealed something the public rarely sees: vulnerability stripped of celebrity. He described Nathan as the kindest human being you would ever meet. Caring, passionate, warm-hearted, not as a DJ, not as a public figure, but as a son. Nathan wasn't just Lil Jon's son. He was DJ Young Slade, carving his own lane in music. He studied at NYU. He produced, he engineered, he built his own creative identity separate from his father's towering legacy. And that matters, because when celebrity children step into the arts, they carry invisible weight, expectations, comparisons, pressure. Yet those who knew Nathan describe him as grounded. The medical examiner's report confirmed drowning in the setting of psilocybin use. It's important to approach this carefully. Psilocybin is a hallucinogenic compound that can significantly alter perception, coordination, and awareness of surroundings. In certain settings, that impairment can become dangerous, especially near bodies of water. Authorities emphasized there was no foul play, but accidental tragedies like this raise broader conversations about mental health, about substance use, about safety, and about how quickly situations can spiral beyond control. This isn't about judgment, it's about reality. Many young adults experiment. Some seek escape, others seek insight, some are simply curious. But altered perception in unsafe environments can lead to irreversible outcomes. Police had initially described Nathan as possibly disoriented. That single word feels heavy now. Disoriented. Imagine being confused, alone, near water without a phone. Moments matter. Decisions matter, environment matters, and sometimes it only takes minutes. In a follow-up message after laying his son to rest on February 18th, Lil Jon wrote, "Life will never be the same without you. Allah, give me strength." There's something deeply human in that line. Strength, because grief isn't a single emotion. It's waves: shock, denial, anger, regret, memories that feel both beautiful and unbearable. And for public figures, grief unfolds under a spotlight. The Milton Police Department requested privacy for the Smith family. That request alone tells you how heavy this has been. Even as the investigation remained ongoing until the final report, the conclusion was clear: accident. No crime, no conspiracy, just a tragic chain of events. And that's sometimes the hardest kind of loss, the kind without someone to blame. In the entertainment industry, we often see artists as untouchable. But moments like this remind us, fame does not shield families from heartbreak. It doesn't protect parents from burying a child. It doesn't silence the emptiness left behind. Lil Jon publicly thanked those who offered condolences and prayers. He also promised something powerful: "I will make sure the world knows your talent and never forgets your name." Nathan Murray Smith. That statement transforms grief into legacy. Because when someone passes young, the fear is that time will erase them. But art resists erasure. Music resists erasure. Memory resists erasure. Nathan's work, collaborations, and creative spirit now carry new weight. There's also a social conversation here. Substance-related accidental deaths among young adults remain a global issue. Whether involving alcohol, recreational drugs, or hallucinogens, the risks increase dramatically when safety is compromised. Water, heights, isolation, these combinations can be deadly. And this isn't about moralizing, it's about awareness. One impaired moment can alter multiple lives forever. For viewers around the world, this story hits differently depending on where you are. In the US, conversations around psychedelic substances have evolved rapidly in recent years. Some cities have decriminalized them. Research into therapeutic uses is expanding, but none of that eliminates risk. Context matters, supervision matters, mental state matters, location matters, and now, a family is left navigating unimaginable grief. So what are we left with? A confirmed cause of death, an accident, a talented 27-year-old life cut short, and a father, known globally for explosive energy, standing in quiet heartbreak. Nathan Smith was more than a headline, more than a statistic, more than a celebrity's son. He was a creative mind, a graduate, a friend, a human being loved deeply. This story isn't about sensationalism. It's about perspective. It's about remembering that behind every viral update is a real family navigating loss. If there's one takeaway, it's this: life is fragile, moments are fragile, and safety, especially when perception is altered, is not optional. To Lil Jon and his family, the world sends strength. And to viewers watching this, look out for each other, check on your people, choose safe environments, stay aware, because sometimes prevention isn't dramatic. It's simple decisions made in ordinary moments, and those moments can mean everything.